A container has 83 ml of nitric acid solution, which is labeled 7.2 capital M HNO3. So determine the number of moles of HNO3 in the container. So meron tayong mga involved dito na 83 ml, which is a unit of volume, and 7.2 M, capital letter M. Ano ba tong capital letter M na yan? That capital letter M is what we call molarity. So molarity denoted as capital letter M, and meron niyang formula. Number of moles ng solute lang dito, and let us denote this as N solute, divided by the volume of the solution. So dapat ang volume involved naman sa ating formula is the volume of the solution. Ang ating molarity ay may unit na una, yung capital M. Pangalawa, mole per liter. Dapat mole per liter. So dapat ang number of moles natin ay in terms of mole, and then the volume must be in terms of liters. And pwede din naman natin yung sabihin in unit of molar. So tingnan natin. So ano ba ang given? The container has a volume of 83 ml. And in terms of liter, this is 83 and this is milliliter. So ang milli natin ay times 10 raised to negative 3 liters. And the solution is labeled as 7.2 M. So meron siyang unit na M, therefore ang given natin ay molarity. So 7.2 M, or in terms of our solution, that will be mole per liter. So para makapag-cancel tayo ng units. Ang pinapahanap sa atin is the number of moles N. So gagamitin natin yung formula. So given that M is 7.2 mole per liter, so ano ba ang hinahanap nating N? The N of HNO3. So let us check kung ang HNO3 ba ang solute sa ating solution. So tama naman. So HNO3 is the solute. Divided by, may binigay kasi dito na 83 times 10 raised to negative 3 liters. I check natin kung yung 83 times 10 raised to negative 3 ba ay para kay solution. And sinabi sa problem, yung 83 ml is the nitric acid solution. So tama na tayo. Na-check na natin na yung volume ay para kay solution. So let us now solve for the number of moles ng HNO3, and that is cross multiplying 83 times 10 raised to negative 3 liters times 7.2 mole per liter. So magka-cancel na dito ang liter, and ito na yung magiging answer natin. So 83 times 10 raised to negative 3 times 7.2. And the answer is 0.5976. 0.5976 mole. And that is letter C. Highlight ulit natin yung bagong solution. So ang gawin na lang siguro natin after the discussion, ipunin natin sa isang notebook ang solution na magagamit natin dito. Number 8. Calculate the mass in grams of sulfur that can be obtained from 25 grams of C6H10O2S. And then binigay naman na yung mga molecular weight ng elements. So paano natin malalaman kung ilan grams ang sulfur? Ang binigay na 25 grams dito is the weight or the mass of the compound. Dito ulit papasok yung percent mass. Diba? Alamin natin kung ano ang percent mass ng sulfur sa binigay na compound. And yung percent na makukuha natin, percent mass na makukuha natin sa sulfur ay i-multiply natin sa total mass of the given compound. So, take note ulit natin na yung C6H10O2S is diglycidyl sulfide. So, ano na ulit ang formula natin para sa percent mass? That is the total molecular weight of the element sa compound na yon divided by the total molecular weight ng mismong compound. So, kunin natin yung percent mass of the sulfur. So, si sulfur ang nasa numerator natin. Sa compound, there is 1 atom of sulfur, i-times natin sa molecular weight niya, which is 32 AMU, divided by the total molecular weight of the compound. So, ang compound naman ay binubuo ng 6 na carbon, so times 12, plus 10 hydrogen, times 1, plus 2 oxygen, times 16, and isang sulfur, 1 times 32. So, ito yung percent mass ng sulfur. So, 32 divided by 6 times 12 plus 10 times 1 plus 2 times 16 plus 32. 1 times 32. 16 over 73 or 21.92%. So, gawin na lang natin fraction. 16 over 73. Ito yung percent mass ng sulfur. So, the mass of sulfur will be the percent mass times the mass of compound. The percent mass of sulfur. And that is 16 over 73 times 25. 25 grams. So, the answer will be multiplied to 25 grams. Ang sagot natin ay 5.479 mole. 5.479 grams. So, this must be in grams. Ang choices natin must be in grams. Grams of sulfur. So, pakitroubleshoot na lang natin. This must be in grams. And our answer is letter D, 5.5 grams. Number 9. Calculate the molar mass of the compound N2H6NO32. O, diba, ang compound given is N2H6 and then yung NO3 ay nasa loob ng parenthesis na mayroong 2. So, ang mangyayari lang dyan, mag-distribute yung 2 sa loob. So, N2H6, N2O6. So, kunin lang natin yung molar mass. And the molar mass is also what we call molecular weight. And that is the total molecular weight or the summation of molecular weight of the elements.
Ano ulam?
Ilan ba ang involved na elements dito? 3. So, mayroong 4 na nitrogen. Diba? Yung 2 and 2. Kaya 4 na nitrogen. Plus 6 na hydrogen, molecular weight of the hydrogen, plus 6 na molecular weight of the oxygen. So, si nitrogen, kung kabisado natin, that is number 7. May atomic number na 7 ang nitrogen. Ito. So, ang gagamitin natin na molecular weight ay 7 times 2. Kaya 14. And 6 times the hydrogen, alam na natin yan na mayroong 1. And the oxygen is number 8. Dapat kabisado na natin na number 8 siya and ang kanyang atomic mass is 16. So, ito na ang magiging answer natin in grams per mole or AMU. 14 times 4 plus 6 plus 6 times 16. The answer is 158 grams per mole or AMU sa choices. Bago tayo mag-proceed sa next problem, pag-aralan muna natin itong mga gas laws na to. So, nauna dito is the combined gas law. So, inuna natin yung combined gas law kasi ito yung magiging pattern natin kung paano natin kakabisaduhin yung mga susunod na gas laws. So, yung combined gas law, sinasabi dito that the product of PV divided by the temperature is constant. And kung gagamitin natin yan sa solution, that will be P1V1 over T1 divided by is equal to P2V2 over T2. Next, Boyle's law. Sinasabi naman dito that the product of PV is constant, and kung i-compare natin siya sa combined gas law, mawawala yung denominator na T. And that is P1V1 is equal to P2V2. Yung PVT natin, that are pressure, volume, and temperature. Sa Charles law naman, the quotient of V over T is constant. So meaning V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. So kung i-compare natin sa combined gas law, nawala si P. De-Lussac's law, the quotient of P over T is constant. So that will be P1 over T1 is equal to P2 over T. And then ideal gas law, ito yung kadalasang ginagamit natin, PV is equal to nRT, and dapat kabisado na natin that the value of R is 0.0821 liter atmosphere over mole Kelvin. Number 6, Dalton's law of partial pressure. Sinasabi lang dito that the total pressure is equal to the sum of all pressures. So i-add lang natin. And then number 7, Graham's law of effusion. Ginagamit natin to when we are comparing two rates of reaction. So rate of reaction number 1 and rate of reaction number 2. So rate 1 over rate 2 is equal to the molecular square root of the molecular weight nung pangalawang element or compound na nagre-react, na nag-undergo under reaction. And then over the square root of molecular weight nung unang element or compound na nasa loob ng reaction. So let us now proceed answering the next problem. Arterial blood contains about 0.025 milligrams of oxygen per milliliter. Determine the pressure exerted by the oxygen in 1 liter of arterial blood at normal body temperature of 38 degrees Celsius. May binigay dito, ang arterial blood ay mayroong 0.25 milligrams of oxygen per milliliter. And this is grams per liter, that is mass over volume, which is the density. Determine the pressure exerted by the oxygen in 1 liter, that is volume, 1 liter, at a normal body temperature na 38 degrees Celsius. And sa ating gas law, ang lagi nating ginagamit na units ay atmosphere para sa pressure, liter para sa volume, and Kelvin para sa temperature. Kaya mag-plus 273 tayo dito para maging Kelvin ang ating temperature. So 38 plus 273. And that is 311 Kelvin. Diba sa ating mga gas law, magagamit natin ang gas law number 1, 2, 3, and 4 if there are two conditions. Pero kung meron lang namang isang condition, kadalasan, ang ginagamit natin is the ideal gas law, PV and RT. So si PV and RT ang gagamitin natin dito. PV is equal to N, RT, and ang pinapahanap sa atin is the pressure. Therefore, solving for pressure, that is nRT over the volume. Let us check kung kompleto na ba yung mga quantities natin na gagamitin para sa pressure. Wala pa tayong N. Aalamin natin mamaya kung paano natin makukuha si N. Merong binigay, alam natin yung R. Dapat alam natin yung R na constant value. Meron tayong temperature and volume. So, paano natin makukuha yung N? Mag-isip pa tayo ng ibang formula na kung saan involve ang N. Diba kanina pa natin ginagamit yung formula na molecular weight is equal to mass over the N. And solving for N, that will be mass over the molecular weight. Kaya kung papalitan natin yung N dito, the pressure now will become M over MW times RT over V. So, hindi natitira, di ba? Pero makikita pa din natin dito that there is a quantity mass over volume. And mass over volume is density. So, density RT divided by the molecular weight. So, let us now solve for the pressure. So, dito sa ating density, magka-cancel ito, 0.25, and magka-cancel ang 2 milli. So, therefore, our density will be 0.25 grams per liter. So, this is the density. Our R is 0.0821 liter atmosphere over mole Kelvin. And our temperature in Kelvin is 311. So, i-divide natin ang molecular weight. So, the molecular weight is the molecular weight of the element or compound involved. And ang element na involved sa atin is the oxygen. So, let us try 1 times 16. The molecular weight is grams per mole. So, cancelling units. So, dapat ang matira is a unit of pressure which is the ATM. So, meron tayong grams dito and grams here. Liter, Kelvin, and then mole. Ang makukuha natin na pressure is in atmosphere na. 0.25 times 0.0821 times 311 divided by 60. And 3989 ATM. 0.3989 ATM. So, kung nira-round up natin yan, that is 0.4 ATM. And wala si 0.4 ATM sa choices because our answer is not correct. So, bakit not correct? Kasi meron tayong elements na tinatawag nating diatomic. And kapag sinabi nating diatomic elements, these are the elements who cannot exist alone. So, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin sa isang problem yung O lang. Diba sa ating problem, oxygen, O lang ang ginamit natin. Dapat gagamitin natin ay O2 because the oxygen is one of the diatomic elements. Ulitin natin, the diatomic elements are the elements who cannot stand alone sa problem. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-isa lang. Kaya dapat maging sila, 2 atoms. And these are hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, oxygen, iodine, chlorine, and bromine or bromine. And para daw makabisado natin yung mga diatomic elements na to, ay merong ginawang mnemonic device. Have no fear of ice cold beer. So, have no fear of ice cold beer. Yung mga first letter naman that will stand for the elements. So, pakipicturean na lang. And nasa-search naman ito sa Google. So, balik tayo kay problem number 10. Mali ang answer natin dahil ang ginamit natin para kay oxygen ay 1 atom. Pero because oxygen is a diatomic element, ang gagamitin dapat natin ay O2. So 0.0821 liter atmosphere divided by mole Kelvin times 311 Kelvin divided by 2 atoms of oxygen para sa O2 na mayroong 16 grams per mole. So, na-check naman na natin yung units kanina, di ba, na ang matitira ay atm. And ang kaibahan lang sa ating solution dito ay ang denominator na magiging times 2. So, the answer is 0.199 atmosphere. And this is nearest to 0.2. Number 11. How many nitrogen atoms are there in 200 grams of NH4 and 3? So given the mass of the compound, which is 200 grams, and given compound na 8 NH4 and 3, sabi nga natin once na may binigay na chemical formula, may mahahanap tayo dito na molecular weight of the compound. Kukunin natin ang molecular weight ng NH4 and 3. Kasi diba, kapag hinahanap natin is the number of atoms from our problem number 2, makakakuha lang tayo ng number of atoms kung meron tayong number of moles. Kunin muna natin yung number of moles using the formula MW is equal to M over N. And the number of moles will be the mass over the molecular weight. So the molecular weight of our compound will be, meron tayong 4 atoms dito ng nitrogen. Kaya 4 times 14. Kung kabisado na natin, nitrogen is pang 7. Nitrogen has an atomic number of 7. Kaya 4 times 14 plus 4 na hydrogen. Kaya 4 times 1. So this will be the molecular weight of our compound. So 4 times 14 plus 4. So this is 60 grams per mole. The mass of the compound is 200 grams and the molecular weight of the compound is 60 grams per mole. This will give us number of moles na 200 divided by 60. 10 over 3. 10 over 3 mole. And remember, kapag compound ang ating sinusolve, ang nakukuha natin sa number of moles, ito, 1 mole of compound is equal to 1 Na of molecules. 1 Na number of molecules. So, ang makukuha pa lang natin ay number of molecules. So, 10 over 3 moles times in 1 mole of compound, there are constant number 24 molecules dahil compound ang involved sa ating problem. So, i-times natin sa constant number 24. So, answer times constant number 24. And this is 2.007 times 10 raised to 24. 2.007 times 10 raised to 24 molecules of NH4 and 3. So, ang hinahanap natin is the number of atoms ng nitrogen. So, but nitrogen has 4 atoms. So, kaya ang gagawin lang natin, di ba sa ating compound kasi, nitrogen has 4 atoms. Kung makukuha nating molecules, i-times lang natin sa 4. So, 2.007 times 10 raised to 24. So this will become atoms of nitrogen. Times 4. And the answer is 8.02 or 8.03. 8.03 times 10 raised to 24 atoms. And troubleshoot ang ating mga choices. Lahat sila ay 9.03. Therefore, lahat sila ay papalitan natin ng 8.03. And the answer is letter C. C2H6O2 with a given mole, that is N, 0.769. So from C2H602, makukuha natin yung molecular weight niyan, di ba? Kasi ang gagamitin natin formula is molecular weight equals to mass over the number of moles. And then solving for the mass, that is the number of moles times the molecular weight. So let us now solve for the mass. The number of moles given is 0.769 mole. And i-multiply natin yan sa molecular weight of the compound. So there are 2 atoms of carbon, i-times natin sa 12. Because carbon has atomic number 6, kaya 12 ang gagamitin natin. Plus, ito para sa carbon, plus 6 atoms of hydrogen na alam naman natin na 1 gram per mole. Plus 2 atoms of oxygen, and dapat kabisado na din natin that the molecular weight of oxygen is 16. So this will be our answer. 2 grams per mole, cancel ang mole dito, may matitira tayong unit na grams of C2H6O2. 0.769 times 2 times 12 plus 6. Sorry, naka-parenthesis dapat. 0.769 times the quantity 2 times 12 plus 6 plus 2 times 16 na 32. So our answer is 47.68. 47.68 grams, and this is nearest to letter D.